So LittleBigPlanet Karting is basically, it's a fresh, new, fun, addictive karting adventure set in LittleBigPlanet's craft world, featured in 3D for the first time. And the whole thing is packaged just like LittleBigPlanet. So, you know, you've got Sackboy, you've got costumes, you can customize them really quickly. He's now in carts, which you can also customize. You can sticker and decorate your pod, and you can share all of your creations, all of your custom levels using the level editor with millions of people around the world, and also look for millions of levels that are, you know, some of them are traditional, some of them are wild and wacky, but it's all good in LittleBigPlanet. Well, people love LBP.me. It's so handy, you know, for searching for creations, adding them to your queue, you know, learning more about levels, looking at photos, commenting on them, and you know, if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? So LittleBigPlanet Karting is going to have a very, very similar site with all those same features that you're used to having. So Mod Nation Racers and LittleBigPlanet are entirely different games. So where Mod Nation was a traditional hardcore kart racing game, now LittleBigPlanet is in a completely different vein. It's set in craft world, it has its own materials, has its own objects, has way more functionality, and you know, I think it's more of a karting adventure, right? So there are a lot more possibilities for what you want to do, not just kart racing, but exploring, you know, all the worlds there in craft world. You know, meeting crazy characters, doing you know, lots of crazy objectives in service of a story with a big finish at the end, which I'll keep secret for now. But yeah, they're entirely different games, and they serve, you know, two different audiences and two different moods. They're two different tastes. They're both great. We are going to support the PlayStation Move controller. Those details are still being finalized, so please ask me again at a later date. I'll be glad to tell you once we've finalized. In terms of balance and, you know, performance parity, in a play, create, share game, it's really important. It's almost the most important thing for individual players to be able to express themselves creatively and dress up how they want, and, you know, really be themselves and not be rewarded or penalized for that performance-wise. And so, you know, we've kept to that, right? So no matter whether you're wearing, you know, an animal costume, or if you're wearing the dragon tail costume, no matter if you have a hovercraft or a monster truck or a tank, you know, all of them perform the same. So, you know, that, you know, it feels like a fair fight every time. Now, having said that, a level creator can actually go into their own custom level and actually dial in performance tunings, you know, based on various conditions, various pickups. You know, someone could actually make a scenario where performance is key to winning that level. But for the most part, we like everyone to be fighting on a level playing field, no matter how they like to express themselves. Whenever we have a tool as powerful as the level editor in LittleBigPlanet Karting, you know, many times people will adhere to the rules and, you know, want balance, but, you know, rules are meant to be broken. In fact, we don't have any rules concerning that. Anything that the tool allows you to make, you know, no matter how skewed or lopsided, or, you know, everyone has a different opinion of what balance is. Well, in your own custom levels, you can dial it however you want. And, you know, I'm not to judge. You know, who's to judge, you know, what's fair? Whatever a level creator wants to put in their level, it's fair game. So customizing the AI in LittleBigPlanet Karting is very simple and it's very deep. On the simple side, if you make your own custom track or your own custom battle, you can just, you know, move some sliders, some knobs, and adjust, you know, how hard or easy your AI will be. You know, do they stick to the racing line? Do they drive faster? Do they drive slower? Do they catch up more, or don't they? Are they more aggressive with weapons or less aggressive? And those are very, very easy to tune for your custom level. But then beyond that, if you want to, you know, really dive in and tune the AI to suit your custom scenario, we have a number of behaviors like following set paths, or roaming, or just patrolling, you know, however they see fit. You can also have them attracted to certain places in your level, or certain players, or certain AIs. You can also have them flee from those things. So, and that's just scratching the surface of how customizable the AI is. We have a lot of details about the level editor to share later, but in general, the sharing in LittleBigPlanet Karting is very much what you're used to seeing in LittleBigPlanet. So, you know, there's a lot of freedom of choice there. You know, just like there isn't anything in LittleBigPlanet, but, you know, in the LittleBigPlanet community, you know, people can choose to share their creations, allow other people to remix them, or, you know, you can keep it to yourself and really refine your own level, you know, so that only you have rights to republishing that level. And, you know, that, I think, lends a certain satisfaction to having the rights to that level, because you're getting comments, you're getting reviews, you're playtesting it online with other players, and then you have the responsibility to make your level the best it can be based on feedback from other players. So if finding prizes in our levels What's neat about that is you can play yourself to try to find the prizes, or when you're partied up with friends in your own pod and you go in and cooperate together, if any one of you or your friends grabs that prize bubble and unlocks that sticker, you all get the same thing. So it's great for people who, find it daunting to try to get all the prizes themselves. No, you should get together and you should cooperate and share the burden, right? And everyone reaps the rewards. I've been concentrating on LittleBigPlanet Karting for the last couple of years, since we shipped Mod Nation, but that community is still alive. It's still well. People are still publishing awesome tracks and awesome mods and awesome karts, and people are still, having intense races online, and that lives on. Right? So, and Mod Nation has its own focus. LittleBigPlanet Karting has a different focus, and that's what I'm concentrating on. And they're both my babies, right? I want them both to survive and thrive, and I think they're two great tastes that can really coexist. I'm William Ho. I'm from United Front Games, design director on LittleBigPlanet Karting. It's exclusively for PlayStation 3, available sometime in 2012.